So I cannot hear you.
I mute myself.
Oh, okay.
Oops, my bad. I didn't know it's mute. Yeah, sorry, I mute myself.
Okay, can hear you already.
Thank you very much for reminding me. I was so panicky today because just now 3:30, 5:30 I got class. So like, wow, then they gonna rush here. Then I said, hey, sorry, please. Late, no choice. Go slow. Then here I don't know why I mute myself. Alamak. I was testing my volume just now. Then I mute it. Okay, let me recap. When I say just now that is if you're creating a network system, you can, if I select this and I go to piping, I change the name, I got to open in system editor to select all of them. But if let's say you want fast and you know that they are together, just simply window the whole group and then you go to piping. Now this time around, I no need to open in system editor to pick one by one. Instead now I change the name, so fire protection wet. Fire protection FPW, and this one here is a library. Maybe you can type a level 2 also. Level 2, then your zone, maybe zone 2, Z2, right? Depends on how you naming it lah. Then of course this one is my library. All right. Actually, if you are doing that, you can actually don't put library because zone 2 is a whole zone one. Unless you are doing fire on one roof, which is ridiculous lah. Don't say fire for one room, right? If you whole building there's a fire, of course it's fire, but we based on zone, right? Okay, if that's the case, then I'll just say zone. We'll do zone 2. Level 2, zone 2, that will be fair. Okay. After that, you see they create as a network or so-called network system. So if you go to your F9 or so-called your this system browser, you'll see that this group has been generated. All right. F9. You need to select your discipline, change it to piping. Then you see that piping, fire protection, wet, nah, all here. Then of course, you can still based on the column setting lah, and auto feed lah. You want to auto feed, then you see what are things you want to capture to display咯. Yeah, fixture units lah, the fluid dynamic lah. So I don't know this one. Fluid temperature, I don't think I need it. These are like water, nothing much, right? Normally this one, I don't think so. Yep. Maybe some other general thing could be the what call it, the flow direction, the flow factor, or the pressure. The pressure, maybe you guys want to think about it. I don't know. It depends. So it's all here. So close it. Then highlight any one of them. You see that since it belongs to a piping system, now it's time to generate our layout. Now, generate placeholder is equivalent to your this mechanical aircon, and so there's what the other one is your plumbing. This is like you do a quick design instead of generate 3D model, you generate lines only. That's for that purpose lah. Quick study kind of thing lah. But now we don't need quick study, no time to quick study. Generate layouts. Then you notice that whole thing appeared this way. Now, internally, logically, when you're doing plumbing, piping, and fire and sanitary, you'll see the same interface exactly. After that, first thing first, you need to do is what? Place the base, right? As for slope value, this is only for sanitary because wastewater is flow by gravity. This fire is go by pressure. So meantime, the slope value, I will not do anything. All right. Then of course I need to tell where is the supply water come from. That's the base. So I click the base, place it where? Zoom in somewhere here. You can place anywhere because put here is very ugly lah. So normally should be high because when exit is come out, walkway is here, right? This way down. So we have some space here to set up our incoming pipe. All right. So I'm going to place somewhere here. And yeah, you can see this is how temporarily it will look like that. Okay. As for the depth, or a diameter. If this is zone 1 and it's supplied for 3, what do you call it, 3 level, of course, that will depends on the, what do you call it? I would say that calculation is one thing, money is another thing. Why? Because the smaller the pipe means what? The pressure is higher lah. Agree? When pressure higher means I need some powerful pump. Can I say that? So end of the day, normally all these engineers got to take into consideration that when, let's say this is a 3-story building, what is the pressure that's required, you know, when a pump activated? Because let's say every zone they have the different, maybe here also 2 to 3 pump. I got zone 1, zone 2, zone 3 ma. So zone 1, the pump will activated. So most likely I have 3 pump here. Then since it's separated into 3 zones, of course the pump capacity will be different, right? Sometimes you use 1 pump for the whole level, then it's different story. Of course here, piping here, biggest means pressure drop low. And this is a supply for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floor. When they branch out, the piping will be smaller. So here it's up to you to see whether you want to have a 150, 120, 100 or whatever. All right, because we have no calculation. So if you base on your tutorial, the place there is what? 150 for the piping. All right, you're going to maintain that, it's fine. All right, because you are supplied for 3 levels. Okay, so I'll leave it as 150. Now, as to whether this base here is supposed to be at 1st story. So you actually can go to the elevation. Let's say this view here, you can go to my south or the west to take a look. Let's go to south, take a look. See that? So it's coming up from 1st story, so it's correct. Not say come up from 2nd story is wrong. Right? It's supposed to come up from the foundation base, come up what? Yeah, so that means civil engineering, when they need to know that there's a pipe coming, they typically dig a thing, lay the concrete cement or foundation or whatever, then they're going to lay out the pipe nicely first. All this must be preempt them, then they can actually build that inside. So this is okay. So that means my setting here, there's no change. You see, when you click modify base, you can see that there is no offset. Exactly come from level 1, so it's correct. So piping, I'll leave it at 150, no change. After that, you go to solution. Now, solution, before you look for the network, what our solution you're getting. Remember that day we talked about the height. When it's 2.6, this guy is a different height. So we want to add control 2850. So 2850, I need to go to the setting first. Now make sure here, your main and branch. Remember, when you see the color for blue, there's a main, the green is the branch. So I want this guy to add 2850, for instance. Same thing for the branch also, 2850. And last week we did talk about that. This pipe is supposed to go straight here, come out because you're sharing. All right. If this is inside the building here, then how? How to come out then? There's a lot of hacking, right? So we don't want this hacking, no. After that, is this the arrangement you want? Nope. Now you look for the solution type. So you click the arrow here to see, wow. No, I don't want. I want this card to be straight up, 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. Ideally. Like what you see, this room here is actually coming 1 by 1. You notice that? It's not like this one come in and start to branch out. It's not like that. Okay, so we look for other solution. Nope, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. Always try to frighten me. Give me the last resort. Okay, then of course you don't expect this to come in between. You got to move it out this way out. Right, so travel left, then go out. So normally when you get the solution you want first, might not be the perfect solution, but at least the arrangement is there. After that, there is an edit layout. Edit layout only used when you have your solution. Then you do a minor adjustment. So see how I do it? Click edit layout. I pick this piping here. and you don't use any move here. You know that this pipe actually at height 2850, you just drag this move, you drag. They automatically extend for you. So I want this guy to be somewhere here, like this. See now? Okay, like that. Just drag. So when you see from the plan, actually the 3D model is what the pipe from first story comes up, then second floor 2850, you turn left, then go out straight. That's how you do. You can surveillance class T5-6. Okay, so you can see it like this. So why we don't do the rest first? Because they are different height. So that's why I don't want to get a connection first. At least get this a proper connection, then you branch out from there. Okay, so done. You click finish layout. They will generate this in 3D. Whoa, what is this? Segment is being drawn from the wrong side. So means there's an error here. Expected, no worries. Okay, so, but you know that's so loud. Okay, after that, click the detail level, find one more time, so you see that in 3D. It's expected to have error one. Important thing is what? The pipe comes in correctly, what I want. That is the purpose. All right. Now, if I fire up my 3D, I should see something here also, but I don't want to see them this way. Let me close first. I would like to do something like you do a window selection like this. Yep. Then you only want to capture this part, right? As I mentioned before in other two sessions, you select under the view panel, look for the selection box or section box. Just type BX. Yeah. And you already captured what is being selected. Don't worry about this pin thing. Just cancel, zoom in. You'll get to see your view like that. See now. Try to enable the shading if you want. Consistent color. Okay. Then the detail here, you can actually set the detail level, find one more time, and the thickness will be displayed. Of course, you still want to do some adjustment. WT. Why WT? Because here from plan, I can see clearer also compared to here. What they capture exactly, they cut, but it should be slightly outside, right? Like that, yeah. At least a coverage, no, not exactly from that view. At least cover your zone, I would say that, right? Yeah. And here can cover the location here, then good enough. As for the height, of course, must come to your 3D here lah. See? That one you must drag out a bit long, so they can see the full ceiling height and the full duct. You see? Then from here, you notice that what is the clash, any clashes now, you can see clearly. All right, but you can see that the piping is damn funny on it. Why? Because how the pipe generated is based on your sprinkler size. So the piping is 20 mm. You know, 20 mm. The pressure comes in. I think the pipe gonna burst, man. Gonna give way. Sometimes the pressure. Okay, so preliminary it look like that lah, but not the final yet. Okay. All right, because there's still a lot of things need to be adjusted. Ready? Because what I want is the main pipe get correctly. Okay. Now, the next step, I need to create some section view, which is actually here. I would like to cut a section view this way, so that you know that this pipe itself supposed to supply up to the floor. It should not stop at second floor. In 3D, you can't do anything. That's the reason why I need to cut a section. All right. Yeah. All good. If okay, I'll cut a section here. So section 2 is from the quick access toolbar. Just cut across this way. Like that will do. A quick one. Then the depth is only surrounding here will do. No need to see everything there. Partially will do this way. All right. As for this one, you can drag further, then you can take away this line. At least it look cleaner that way. See now. And of course, when you create a section, the bound to have what? Your naming here lah. So this section is supposed to place at where? This is supposed to be placed at the staircase, right? So this is at level 2, but there's nothing show me here. Fine, rename it. Rename this as my staircase section A. Or maybe you call this as my zone 2 staircase section A. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Then it moves changes to FPS because they don't understand the sub-discipline where it's supposed to go to. So you need to select this to your FPS and it's shifted. Remember, always need to clear the question marks away, right? Okay. So 3D, once a while, you can just open up and see. But if let's say I like to join them, because I need to maximize the view. Come on, maximize. Yeah, like that. Okay, so go back to my second story. Open up my section, double click. Of course, all these view, always remember, you see skeleton line, set your view to fine. Then the pipe is there. So all these adjustment you can drag outside. Now the view detail, that one I'd let you guys go and control again, because now you know that the view always come with the archi level, your other form of level also be inside. Okay, so this part, select the fitting plus. See now. Make sure when the pipe you select is standard pipe. Normally fire is not standard pipe, it's some other type. You can change later on if you want. All right, but meantime, I don't know why that is they doesn't allow you to preset first. This is a bit weird. Okay, so later we can change. But meantime, I want this pipe to create it and connect to third floor. So it's somewhere there. So it doesn't stop at the second story. So select the fitting, point at the connecting point, right click, draw pipes. Leave it as standard first, then just draw until here will do. No need to be actual height. Because section view, you need to show that it's supposed to go up. If you think it's a bit confusing, not clear, just enable your shaded view. It's okay. At least you can see your piping is there. Look at it. Okay. Now 3D, I'll close first. For the plan and the 2D, I'll type W key to share the view. Now, why I want to do that? Because the main supply piping is 150. But all this here should not be 150. It should be thinner, I mean smaller. So if that's the case, you want to ensure that it's selected correctly. I will just pick here so I can see that it's selected. Then from my plan, control key, right? Because you want to have multiple selection, must always pick your control key. Whoops, I hate this part. Accidentally select my link file. So link file, sometimes you don't want them to be accidentally selected. You need to be, hey, link file, don't select. You see this icon here? So at least you won't make any mistake. See, when I select now, window, hey. See, you won't highlight anymore. Now it's the piping we want. Now this piping definitely is wrong, but I want you to select up to which one? Window here, the fitting, like that. Okay. Because this coming pipe size most likely to be dropped, even maybe sometime 100 or maybe 90 only. All right. Yeah. So you can change your pipe size. Height no need to change because it's standard from there. So here I set this guy to maybe 100. So you can see that they have a reducer for it and smaller. As for this piping here, these are all wrong. So I'm going to delete them away. Careful, don't delete the fitting away. This one you can delete. Okay, so control key. You can pick this. Careful. Sometimes from far, difficult to select, you zoom in. Because all this connection default is all wrong. And I also want to show how easily we can get it connected. This one I can't delete first because I need to extend out. You extend out, you delete away, later this joint doesn't work. There's a lot of funny tricks here. You just got to be careful on it. Ooh, so loud. I think my volume is too loud, right? Yeah, 95. Oops, no, that's so loud. Speaker vibrates somehow. Okay, so for this case, to extend out, because you need to branch and connect the rest of it, right? Yeah, so this case here, this guy, simply set it a plus here. I don't want. This one here, it should be hundreds. Okay, so this part now you can delete away. It's perfectly all right. See, it's very well. Sometimes the systems behave this way, so you just got to understand them. Okay, now this to expand, I'll do it later on, but at least if I now take a look at my 3D, it should be more or less nicely done. See that? Yeah. Okay, in this case. Now I'm going to make sure that my pipe comes in here. It doesn't clash. So this view here, temporarily, you can close it. Okay. Now is these two view, WT, your 3D and your plan. Why? Because I want to ensure that what is the purpose for all this MVP stuff? Is the collaboration and the coordination. Make sure it don't clash. Clash means what? All my design I got to try by. I got to modify this. I got to modify that. That's why from the start, all this design is not finalized one. Only when things are comes in that is supposed to be, then if not, change this, change that. You see, because end of the day, not just to satisfy M&E, is to satisfy the customer. Then architect always also the boss one. Hey, this one salah, not nice, not consistent. You also jala. Jala means what? I got to hack it, I got to move here, move there. So ideally, M&E, you can follow the architect's design, and that's a both world lah. This is the ideal case lah. In real world, normally it's a big headache lah. All right. So that's why you need a BIM software to able to simulate this virtually. I can see before the actual build. Any shortfall we can ask for, increase lah, height lah, reduce here and there. So these are things why we are using BIM. Okay, how to draw from here to here? Let me take this temporary one up here. So I got a bigger screen now. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you're going to draw from here to here, I will draw something. I try two different methods. One is I select this first, then point, right click, draw pipes. Now, of course, the pipe, since it's only for 3 comes in, you can see this room here, the pipe basically is the same. It's like the pipe size more like 40 or 35. I think it's like 40 or 30, right? The pipe, see now. As I say lah, smallest is 40, right? Smallest you can go under 25, which is pressure be higher lah. So here I don't think they want that lah, because they say pressure drop means everything is so cheaper ma. Cost is there lah. So if you want 40 all the way, fine. I will select here. Now important thing if you're not sure where is the height, just say inherit elevation. So they exactly from there. You don't need to worry about height. Basically, from the connecting point, you just draw out. After that, you just simply change this guy to, let's say, 40 mm. Then you just draw all the way. To where? Connect to here lah. See? So, to here, important thing now, if I'm going to maximize this view, make sure that no clashes. Of course, if I'm lazy, I can use the clash detection things to check lah. But I can see from here, if you navigate the front view, more or less, this is quite perfect. Yeah. Oh, this is depends, drag this way. Yeah, I think it's clear. It's good. All right. In this case, I think it's more or less is clear. Of course, if I got a bigger screen, that'd be good lah. Not also tiny screen, a bit difficult to see. As for this particular guy here, what we're going to change? Because when come to the connecting point here, they automatically will reduce. So I need to window hold this, change it to 40 mm lah. Then they will change long. This is a bit kind of troublesome, which this guy don't automatically based on what you specify. It based on the connecting pipe size. So you got to change. So in future, just simply what copy and paste lah. If not, every time you generate one by one manually, you really got a hard time, man. No joke, Yes, fire is simple, but the piping is sometimes I find it quite pain in the ass at times. Yeah. Okay, so this one done already. What's the next one? How to connect these two? You simply zoom at it, change of view. Actually, if it's not clash, you can actually hide away the mechanical ducting, so you can see them clearly. But here, since for the first time, okay, pick this fella, a bit way easier. Where is the other one? One here. Somewhere, here. See that? Okay. Where's my pipe? Okay, so it's this one to this. Wow, this one is challenging. So select your sprinkler. The easy way is what? No need to draw yourself. You see the tools here? Connect into. Connect into, select this pipe. They automatically connected. Then of course, this area here, you need to change it. These two change to 40 because it based on the connection. That is the correct one like that. See now, so here same thing. Take this, you can orbit clearer this way. All right. Okay, so connect into, then join on, then window this, change it to 40 lah. So if you know that this whole room thing is identical, copy and paste lah. All right, but sometimes if let's say certain area this pipe slightly bigger, like maybe 50, 30, whatever, how you like to draw halfway through and break. So normally I like to do something like this. Let's say same thing here, point, right click, then you say draw pipe right. So inherit elevation. This one is still changed to let's say 40 or maybe 50. Then halfway through, I stop here. I change the pipe size again. Change back to maybe 32 is the smallest. Then I get it connected here, like that. Someday this type of arrangement. So you may want to see how you want to design that. Okay, because you never know how you want to get it done here. So this portion here, I'll set it to 32 because your connection pipe is 32. Same thing here. This is connecting up. Connect to, yeah. If you don't do that way, you want to draw yourself also can. But normally, as I say, in 3D to draw this, it's gonna be difficult. You want to try? You can give it a try and see how. I try until I give up. I think since the tool so convenient, connect into, then please forget it. Do it themselves and change my pipe. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah. You mean what? I upload to Moodle? Yeah. Don't worry. Okay. See, I try to draw, let's say I select this one, I point right click, draw pipes. Let's say the pipe I want to set this to 40. You see? Can draw now? No way. It's not that some is the why cannot. It's like that. Software. If you can draw, alamak, pray already. But cannot. See, I can't draw. You want to draw, can go to the elevation, go to the section. They based on like plan elevation, that's or section view. Make sure it's like a 2D. That means the sketch base is always a 2D. So plan is a 2D, but doesn't allow in the 3D there. That's why I find, okay, no choice. Okay, fine, never mind. Then just do the your way lah, right? Yeah, then after that, troublesome is I always need to change this part. Yeah, this one bo pian one. Okay, 40. I'm done already. Okay, yeah. So here, if you want to copy this, if you want, let's see. Remove the sprinkle. I want that thing only. Yeah, like that. Then copy multiple, right? Or two more, right? Where? Make sure here's endpoint, or it says let me see endpoint. Okay. Hopefully allow me to meet endpoint vertical. Good. But you notice something? Let me show you. Normally when you copy this way, when you show like this, right? Meaning what? The connection is not properly connected. If I go to say, oh, I go to analyze to check the pipe connection, right? Confirm is telling me this as a leak gun. Yeah? It's like that. So how? Don't worry. This part I delete away. Select this. Drag. Nah. So copy got good and got bad because the system don't understand. It means the relative, the engine don't understand that you copy and paste. To them is this build relationship with the first one. How can the first one become the second one again? So the IA don't understand that the logic that way. You can copy it, but you got to look up, make sure that is adjustment and get them connected. Yeah. This one, this one just go to analyze, check system. Actually, there's two. Like I can say check pipe system, or just show disconnect. Here. Show disconnect. Yeah. This one at the HVAC duct I showed you before. Same thing, same thing. I just said whether you are selecting for the duct or the piping. Now this time is piping lah. But normally the graphics it can tell you see you can't unless you really bochap type but if not you can really see yourself own eye. See, always hidden away. Can't escape one. So fitting serve no purpose lah. See, unless you want to do that lah. See, fitting don't understand one. So you just delete the fitting away. Get the pipe and just drag one more time. They auto resize. No worries. Then this is the proper connections. Now it's connected already. Huh? Because the intelligence here is on the pipe, not on the fitting. Fitting don't have intelligence, just thing. Sprinkler have intelligence because your pipe connected to there. But the fitting no intelligence. That's the thing. Like here, because why the connection? Because this is your fitting. Fitting no intelligence, only the pipe. Oh, it means, okay, sorry. If it's, let's say you design on level 1, by right, 2, 3, 4 is the same, right? You can, yes, the one copy can. Yeah. Yeah, correct. That means the ending part, which is somewhere here, right? This part here, you just connect again. You can copy the whole thing to level 2. Yeah. No, you take out lah. How? Simple. You just point, right? Tap. 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 Select. Then this one is what? Copy. Then after that, paste to align to selected level, which is level 3. Where? Yeah, it's up already. It just said my section not there. See, let me adjust a bit. Lucky you asked. So far, nobody asked me that. See, the model need to generate. See now? That's the reason why I only do one level. Because nobody would like to redesign one more time. Yeah, it's standard one. Because unless you tell me school lah, yeah lah, maybe different partition. The one you change lah. But the pipe serving is standard man. Yeah, then the one the main pipe I mean the one the sub part lah. Just want the main pipe now. Enough already. Then the rest just connected lor. Yeah. But if the like HDB standard man, school, commercial, officers are all different. That one no choice. Yeah, but the main supply is still the same. Like just that the branching up. You can do that. If I draw every floor, forget it, man. No. I'm not going to draw every floor. So this is how you play with the design lah. I mean the software law. Especially plumbing also. Your plumbing will not change every level. It's standardized throughout. Once your level 1 or level 2 settings correct, copy and paste all the way up. Yeah, later that one I'll tell you what roughly to do. Initially, when I teach you also, I'm like, huh? Then ask the expert lah. Well, you guys are the expert, what? Right? Only software, maybe I'm expert now. Okay, any questions? If not, I just proceed. I record this at 6:35, right? Yeah, maybe another 5-10 minutes. Then, yep, get it done first. So for here, let's say the rest of the room, I can still maintain 100, or maybe I'll reduce one size, which is 90. So to reduce it, you simply again select point right click. Normally, I think people, their bosses, never mind, all the way 100. So you can say draw pipe 100. But again, I always kiasu, although the height is correct, but I just want to play safe. At least inherit all the way, same height. Now, when it comes to the ending part, which is here, no more here. Here, I will say that I will cool off in the sense that I'll change. Here, immediately, if let's say no other supply to this room, you can actually 40 all the way if you want that. Yeah, if 40 all the way, then maybe I'll change it to 40. Then maybe I'll bottleneck here first in case you got to branch out, right? So 40, I don't think on 40 lah. Anytime can change to 50 maybe. Yeah, 50. Then here you can simply, if I select this, lazy to draw, right? Select the very last one here. Just say connect into this pipe law. Does it allow? And nothing show lah. Okay. Oh, no route was found. Oh my gosh. Okay, what happened? What is this height? Huh? 2850? Salah lah, no wonder no route. My goodness. Okay, lucky boy. Okay, this guy is south. The first one is at 26. All right. Hold on. Your sprinkler at 26, right? Yeah. How come this is at 2850? I make a silly mistake, yeah. It should not be 2850 because your floor to floor is 238. 2850 means that guy might go out 1,000 touch of ceiling, man. All wrong, Lucky we found out what's happening. So I'm going to window this whole thing here. All right. Or you prefer to pick one because they belongs to the upright. Correct enough. So it just says select all instances visible in view. All the same will be selected. Now I change the height. This height should be around at 3.1 or 3.2. Should not be 2.8. No way. Because from ceiling coming down to the sprinkler is like what people told me, 2 to 300. So they can actually wet the slab. Yeah. Because your 3.8 minus your slab is around like 3.5 something. So I give this guy 3.2 plus a sprinkle, maybe around less than around 300 or 300 plus. So I think should be more than enough. Okay, now I try one more time to get a connection. So which is this part is here, right? This connection here. So I select this, connect into this one. See? Upright. So I will change my piping. Oops. Filter, I only want my piping, not section box. What else? Yeah, enough. So I change this to 40 mm, right? Like that lah. Okay, 40. And the rest you just simply connect lah. Sprinkle, connect into this. Sprinkle, connect into this. See? But I hate this again, no choice. Every time I do this, there's no shortcut on. So just got to bear with it. Upright along. Then maybe if know that, because sometimes you never know, is it still need to connect? Anytime you no need, very simple. The engineer say, hey, no more extension from that room way. Stop there. Then this part, you just delete away. Then this connection joint, just minus out away. Not automatic one. Of course, this one I still prefer 50. All right, so I change this to 50. See it change. You see? Okay, so all this up to you. At least when I don't need to say, oh, wait for engineer come back first, I can model. At the end of the day, if my pipe size are the same, I can just I can just simply select one of them, then you do right click, select all instances in view, and then you want to change whatever pipe you want. Of course, sometimes piping got to be careful because not a standard pipe. If you can, you change a different size, so you know that different pipe got different size, got different naming here. So it's up to you how you want to group them and give them the name. Okay. Now, if I would like to change into the material I want, not standard steel, I select one of them. You can see in material here says not standard. But if I say edit any others, no. See only PVC and standard. But you are very particular about the piping, you just go to edit type. From here, you duplicate. All right. Give a name first. Maybe maybe I call it steel temporarily. Because I don't know what's the name. I call it steel. Then you go to edit. Now from here, you can see your segment size. And especially here for fire, what type of pipe is not copper? The name is called I always forget one. Here, carbon steel. Yeah, carbon steel. For fire is carbon steel. If I didn't remember wrongly. All right. I think it is, if not wrong. Now, and whether what is the size, you can actually, well, internet not stable. My God. Okay. Then you can just say carbon steel, which is here. Let's say I take 40 lah. Now fitting, I got no parts at all. You only have focus on the main itself. So here, what is the minimum size? Up to 200. So okay lah. Unless you have some family you download from somewhere, they can use from here. If not, just pick okay. Or as I say again, you need to have different sizes. Just come in to add the size for the particular carbon steel. See, this is to new size is here. Those size not requirement, delete away. All right. So here carbon steel carbon, then okay. Now I know that this is carbon steel. I will rename lah. Steel. Okay, follow it lah, carbon. Okay, like that lah. So my fire is this one. So from there, then you can start to select them and start to change. You'll change. Okay. All good. So I don't finish everyone. Basically, they're the same one. No point repeat the whole thing. Again?
Currently we're using the VPC. Just now you created the new scheme, I think.
Ah.
But we still need to reflect and then.
All right. So actually, by default, from start, right, I should pick one that I change. Now when start to finish, I start to change too late already. So you can see now, if I go to add, draw my pipe, let's say if you draw your piping itself, draw pipe system. You see, you can choose that carbon steel. That's not don't have, ma. Yeah.
After creating the reflect, slightly difficult already.
Yeah, because the default when you start to generate, it doesn't let you choose any piping, so I got no choice. If you can choose, I will do beforehand. But the thing is, it doesn't allow, so I got no choice. I got to do the setup first, then yeah. So bo pian lah. All right. I also want to be lazy, but yeah, correct. Because sometimes they would like to know what's the material. If you don't care about material, about 3D, I don't care. So it depends on when I always tell them, you do modeling, who is assessing your model? The QS lah, you know, or what? Or the purchaser lah, because you need to know material ma. Then QS will capture the quantity ma, the material ma, what's the size one. So modeler must understand this. So modeler, this information go after whoever your notes lah, whoever your engineer lah, get info lah. If not, the guy busy, MC, whatever, then do a model first now. Then wait for you to come back, then decide, right? Then your modeling time will be prolonged already. Yeah, then it's your fault every day because you didn't do your job, ma. Detail they can supply later, unless for some reference purpose, then no choice. If not, it should be complete level by level with all the material set up nicely and done copy paste. If not, it tends to forget. The other method is what you can different, never mind, but you can change the material at the schedule. At least the update, not so bad. So a schedule, or we call it documentation, is also important in this way. Revit is very powerful in the documentations. All right. Okay. So this part here should not be an issue. All this connecting is quite straightforward. Now I'll show you this one here. Now, if you are based on tutorial, you're going to generate this. There are tutorial in US. I mean, I was created. The fire hose. Theirs is connected from here, no, which is in Singapore. No, it must be a separate pipe. Yeah. All right. Because normally here there'll be a valve to lock it. Because we're not we're not talking about smart building lah, but normally there's a valve to lock it. Okay, so let me stop recording first before I forget. If the video too big, cannot upload.